What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and this is the biggest nootropics channel on the web. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, every shred of information we put on this channel is brought to you by a couple products. Here they are. You're going to want to listen up. Number one, the Cortex stack, powerful motivation, mental energy, verbal fluency stack, mood stack, just a power stack. It's why I'm so verbally fluent in a lot of these videos. Sometimes it's other nootropics, a lot of times it's Cortex. Look, it just works. 33 bucks at the website. Coupon code 5 gets you a bottle for 28. And yes, you can get a bottle of Cortex for 24 bucks a bottle. Just got to buy two. That's the Cortex double stack, and that is back up for a limited time at livecortex.com. If you need my help personally, we have a consulting service on nootropics. It's a 40-minute call with me, then 15 follow-up email correspondences where we help you to custom formulate stacks that are tailored to your brain and then get them on a schedule so you know you got 6 or 7 stacks that work. We save people a lot of time and energy and experimentation and just get people's brains rocking with that service. Get it at livecortex.com. If you're new to nootropics, 3 options: Smarter, Better, Faster, digital book we wrote for people that are new; the Nootropics Starter Pack, which is Smarter, Better, Faster plus Cortex, our nootropic stack; or the Nootropics Starter Pack Pro, which is Cortex, a consult with me, Smarter, Better, Faster, the Racetam Guide, and Stack List in a package deal. Probably the best package deal we have for sure. And if you are a man and you're looking to boost testosterone, I mean, look, if you're not waking up morning erections with sex drive and motivated and ready to spring out of bed, if you're not able to build muscle easy and lose fat easier and just look lean and feel masculine, you still got to do all the other stuff right. Caloric intake, macros, micros, all that stuff has to be dialed in. But in the end, you build muscle easier and you lose fat easier when your testosterone is high, not to mention you feel amazing all the time. You got to trust me on that. We've got a protocol for it. It's called the Viking Testosterone Protocol. 140 bucks even at livecortex.com. Look, if you've been thinking about doing it, you just got to do it, and you just got to trust me. Go to livecortex.com, get it. We will reach out to you and set up the first call and get you on the right chemicals. Okay, so I have in front of me Nootropics Depot. That's a nootropics company, pretty reputable, pretty reliable nootropics company with, products of good purity. And I have some oxiracetam powder. People think like I have a super upgraded, situation, and I do. I keep my nootropics in a bin. There's a fan that blows into it. Like there's a hole in it, and there's a cord that goes through, and there's a fan. I don't keep the stuff in the fridge. I've got a Gemini milligram scale. I've got a bunch of measuring spoons and stuff like that, and I have a 24 capsule maker, and I use 00 capsules, and that's how I make my capsules. If I want to blend a particular stack in like 8 or 9 capsules, like make a lot of that stack, then I just use a blender, and that's essentially the down-regulated version of what they do in supplement manufacturing laboratories. They basically just have big blenders to put everything together. So if you use an actual blender, it actually does work. Anyway, that's my setup. And largely, I use Nootropics Depot. I got some Nootropics source stuff. I actually have Lift Mode, Noopept. I've got some research chemicals that are coming from China. I've got all kind of stuff. But anyway, that was just a primer on like my setup. Basic stack helps a lot of people, I find. I think a lot of people tend to want to go very complex when it comes to nootropics, and that's fine. It all depends on what kind of brain work you need. If your brain is in a place where you got neurotransmitter deficiency or neurotransmitter signaling issues and your performance is being affected by it, you know it. And sometimes you need trio racetam stacks with a choline source and theacrine and ALA and Alcar and all this stuff in a stack to really just sort of give you every single thing you need. But I also like simple stacks too. So I want to break down a simple stack that seems to work for a particular template. Here's the stack. It's a simple 300 milligrams of L-theanine. It is a simple 500 milligrams of oxiracetam. Now, if people require a choline source in this particular stack, I wouldn't go higher than 75 milligrams of either CDP choline or alpha GPC. So that's optional for you. You could also do 300 milligrams of choline bitartrate, and that'll basically sort of be right around equal to that, and you should be fine. But if you don't need a choline source, don't take it. I take this stack myself, and there's other people that take the stack too. Interestingly, here is the template of people that benefit the most from this stack. It's a man or woman who has anxiety problems that may or may not have been on pharmaceutical anti-anxiety medicines like Xanax and stuff, who respond well to phenibut, but who have auto mechanisms running in the back of their brain that make them ruminate about basically dumb shit. And it ruins their day, and it ruins their productivity, and it prevents them from being productive, and they don't feel like themselves. When they take this stack, simple 300 milligrams theanine, 500 milligrams oxiracetam, optional choline source, that actually changes for a lot of these people. Now I just use that for the template for those people because I know what's going to work. And what people report is obviously performance, brain fluidity, verbal fluency, focus. There's a good focus when you combine oxiracetam with theanine. That's it. I mean, nobody talks about that simple of a stack, but it really does work. But it tends to shut off auto mechanisms that make people anxious or make people ruminate about things that are unproductive and get into a dwindling set of thoughts that makes you feel depressed about life or unhappy about life. The reason I think this happens is obviously theanine increases brain serotonin and GABA. It also improves alpha brain waves in the frontal lobes of the brain, which is kind of what happens when you meditate. So that alone helps folks. But what people forget is oxiracetam is a cyclic derivative of GABA. You know, for a lot of folks that, even if they're going through like benzo withdrawal or they were on benzos for like a long time and nothing seems to help, for a lot of folks, a good degree of that, you know, negative brain function or rumination or leftover brain function that they hate is solved by taking a stack like this, a very simple stack like this. And in some cases, just without the theanine, it's solved by taking oxiracetam. So I just wanted to make that clear for people. You know, if you're one of those people who's ruminating a lot and your thinking is just, you have an auto mechanism of bad thoughts or unproductive brain function and behavior that is preventing you from living your life because something's happening in your brain, almost just like this, again, auto mechanism of stuff that's running around making you think about bad stuff and not allowing you to be productive and be yourself. Try this stack, okay? 300 milligrams of L-theanine, 500 milligrams of oxiracetam, optional choline source. And nothing works 100% for everybody, but for a lot of folks, I think you're going to get a lot of relief from this stack. And the stack is super simple, and it's cheap to buy this stuff from wherever. Nootropics Depot, we have no affiliation, but they are reliable and ship good and have good purity, or anywhere else on the web where people sell nootropics. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Hope that's been helpful. More videos to come on stuff like this, because I know that's a whole part of nootropics that, you know, we need to talk about more. Folks with auto mechanisms, folks with anxiety issues, folks with rumination issues. It's chemical in nature, and if you can modify brain chemicals, you can get some pretty acute relief that makes you actually feel like a person again. Okay. Remember, guys, Cortex stack, $33 at the website. Powerful pre-made stack for everything. One of the most standout benefits, besides verbal fluency, motivation, is mood. Cortex really bumps your mood up because it's working on dopamine receptors in very, very strong ways. You just feel happy and good, and you're energized and your brain works better. $28 if you use the coupon code 5, F-I-V-E, livecortex.com. And if you want a bottle for $24, you can. That's called the Cortex Double Stack. You just have to buy two. $48 for 2 bottles, out the door. Those of you who want to stock up, you should do that now. That's not going to be up for very long, and you can do that at livecortex.com. If you need my help, we have a consulting service on helping you formulate stacks for you. Get that at livecortex.com. Can't say it any simpler. Most popular service we have. And if you're new to Nootropics, Smarter, Better, Faster, digital book hero for people that are new, the Nootropics Starter Pack, which is Cortex, plus Smarter, Better, Faster in a package deal. Pretty cheap. I mean, this is cheap stuff. Or the Nootropics Starter Pack Pro. That's the package you get if you want to take your nootropics understanding and game to the next level. You'll be elite level after getting that package. It's a bottle of Cortex, a consult with me, Smarter, Better, Faster, the Racetam God Guide, and Stack List. Stack List is the best stacks I've ever come up with in my book of experiments, all synthesized in a digital downloadable book. Get that at livecortex.com, Nootropics Starter Pack Pro. And then lastly, again, if you are a man, you're looking to boost testosterone, it's going to change your life. It will change your life. I mean, if you're not feeling motivated to get out of bed, just like you've got control over your life, energized, if you don't have sex drive, morning erections, libido, if you're not building muscle easy and losing fat easy, it's low test, man. It'll help you live longer to have high testosterone, but all those things will be fixed if you boost your testosterone too. If you're a dude that changes your life, don't go on TRT, get the Viking Testosterone Protocol. It'll change your life. $140 at livecortex.com for the Viking Testosterone Protocol. I hope to see some of you guys sign up for it soon that have been thinking about it. Just pull the trigger. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Talk to you next time.